We must and we will do better. Okay? He's being retarded.
They chimping out. He chimping out. He chimping out.
Complain. They should complain about the children being F with, not me showing you. You think I like seeing this crap? You think it doesn't piss me off? Let me tell you, I'm ready to kill people. I'm sick of this shit. Not literally. The point is, I'm getting sick of this crap.
Where you at now?
I'm in the bunker.
In the bunker?
I'm at the bunker.
Somewhere in the Middle Earth?
Look like I'm in an Afghani prison.
Yeah.
That's the mindset.
I think that
Just
is
gotta stay sharp. You ever see that movie, Brother, with Tobey Maguire? And he's like, everyone thinks he died in Afghanistan as a POW. And his brother like almost has sex with his wife, but then he's still alive and comes back. He's all crazy.
Huh.
Yeah, dude. But you know, when he was in that Afghani prison, all he was thinking about was getting home to his family. And then he gets home and he just goes crazy, and his family hates him.
Damn. That sucks. That's a real
But,
downer.
You know, when he was in the Afghani prison, you got to keep that mindset.
Yeah.
I look like I'm like got recruited by the Taliban.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Well, salam alaikum. Welcome back to the glorious future.
Yeah. One day at a time. We're working forwards to something great, and you know we might get there, and you know, and get out of this metaphorical Afghani prison, which isn't that bad. But you know, we're getting to something better slowly but surely, and we might get there, and everyone might hate us, but it's the pursuit, you know.
Oh yeah, it's not Afghani prison in a bad way.
Yeah, you gotta embrace it. That's life, you know.
Mm-hmm. And just stay motivated. Get to the glorious future. That's your family at home.
Yeah,
you know, and just pray your brother's not having sex with your wife.
Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah.
That was his biggest fear, coming back. That's what drove him crazy the most.
And then he kind of manifested that, reverse manifesting right there.
Yeah, just that's a negative outward added attitude. So that's not pronoided.
Yeah, I believe.
I think the Taliban are pronoided. They have to stay alive, dude, to find their true glory in the Taliban.
Yeah, believing they'll win against.
What's that called? It's like their quest or something. What's like the Taliban? It's like someone's like quest or whatever. I forget. It's like their life quest, but I forget the name for it.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's like a Taliban or a samurai thing. It's like
related, but
I know they're unrelated, but you know, I don't know which one came up with the mindset where it's like this war is my this is my life war that I'm fighting here.
Yeah.
So that's being like pronoided, you know. They can't get caught because this is their whole game.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but
no, I see what you're saying. This is everything to them.
Yeah.
So if it falls apart, that's it.
Yeah. Anyways. No, okay, everyone's gonna like comment like, "Oh, the Taliban's bad, bro. What are you talking about?" And like, it's called like the intifada or something. But anyways, everyone's gonna comment that like, fucking the Taliban's bad and shit. But yeah, we already know that. I'm just joking around, okay? I don't actually support the Taliban. This is a comedy first podcast, and they did legalize jokes.
Yeah, they legalized 6 months ago.
I think edgy humor is like, I don't know. It just fuels the other side even more, and that's how we get into a police state. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because like you have to be able to censor everything. You got to have the police state. That's how China does it. Been cracking some predictive history. I know what I'm talking about now.
Yeah. I do appreciate that guy.
I'm thinking maybe I should cool it on the edgy humor. That's all it does is just feel like neo-leftist stuff.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. We kind of jumped in on
I don't know. I go
something
back and
crazy.
forth, what I should say and all that, because it's like on one hand, you know, you don't want to fuel things in the wrong direction and you don't want to get in trouble. But on the other hand, forces are in motion,
Yeah.
which cannot be stopped. You can shift them, you can move them a little bit. You can maybe pull some of the momentum away from those forces and use it to your advantage, but you know, time is running out. I wouldn't say running out, but it's, we're moving forwards to something weirder, and time is of the essence. We gotta make it count what we can
Yeah.
in everything, because yeah,
It's over. It's over. No, just kidding.
but it could be, and I don't.
More like it will be. Not soon, but it will be over eventually.
Well, you can say that if you want.
Maybe what's over? What's going to be over? Democracy? We're going to go into techno feudalism.
Yeah, just like being able to live a full life and be like a regular person.
Oh yeah.
That
Even
could
if it is still just like
There's a
democracy.
possibility that could be over in like a couple lifetimes. You know, if we
I think
don't
it's over now.
do what's necessary. You're being a big bummer.
I know. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Sorry.
You need to start doing Alps
All
and
right, dude.
real revolutionary, not a
How, how
not
much
a
is a canister of Alps?
government funded, you know, guy in a hoodie kind
I'm
of.
not government funded. You're government funded.
A can of
You're a
Alps
plant.
expense like $30 for 5 of these things,
That's not too bad.
and
So are you sponsored by Alps?
so $30 for 100. Do some pretty quick mathematics. About third, 33, 33 cents a piece or something like that. Basically, 30 some cents a piece, something like that. And but I didn't do any Alps all day yesterday
Pretty good.
as a test. My willing to try to bring my gums out of the recession, because I went in. Uh, I was riding. I was bicycling all around yesterday in the wind for hours, getting different tools and stuff. And I came into the Starbucks bathroom and I was like, dang, I haven't cut my hair in a while. Things, you know, I was sweaty and windblown, and my gums look like, about next year. If I didn't wake up to the signs, I was going to go, dang, we entered, they entered the recession about this time, about December 2025. So I stopped for the day. I'm going to research ways to counteract the Alps, but I'm on my first one today. Had to throw one in. We're trying to figure out the distribution, make a little intro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna distribute the podcast soon?
Yeah, that's the thing. I might have to just like call off recording for a little bit until I catch up on like the 5 episodes that I need to distribute.
We got like 5.
Well, we can cut this part out, but yeah, I mean, since I've been back, we've recorded a lot, and a lot of them haven't. I think like 4 or 5. Then I haven't really put any of them out, and then we'll just cut this whole part out. So I'll keep talking about it, but yeah, Transistor. I guess we need to make a decision as to if we want to upload audio only or try to do video, because Transistor is only going to allow files up to 1,000 millibytes, and then they don't have video podcasts. So we probably need to switch to a different distributor. So I need to cancel that, get a new one set up. I don't know. What do you?
1,000 megabytes is pretty small. That's like a
It's like, yeah, a gigabyte basically. So
a gigabyte. Yeah.
I need a mouse out there. I don't know if we want to just switch to audio.
I don't know.
And then I guess I need to get a different editing.
Well, we gotta do visual gags though.
Visual what?
Visual gags.
Yeah, we should probably keep it on video and figure out what it'll distribute a podcast to audio only platforms using. So I guess that's our main thing I need to get figured out. So yeah, I don't know. I was getting a little bit like I don't want to get too behind and have like a ton of recordings that I can't even remember which ones which and what editing I needed to do on them and who has which one, and still don't have distribution set up. So I kind of need to prioritize that, and maybe I'll just take a day away from trying to figure out boat stuff and all that.
You got the meeting though, right?
Catch up on that. Yeah, that's on YouTube. The meetings will just be on YouTube because I don't want to deal with trying to make like a separate private podcast everywhere. So I'm just gonna put meetings on a private playlist on YouTube.
Okay. I can upload the video that I'm editing already. I'll just upload that tonight.
Okay.
It's like done. I just need to put like a little beat and an intro on it. I just want to keep those short and just like kind of cool, maybe like 30 seconds or something, but not put any like references to anything or like memes. And then like we could do that in like the shorts or whatever, and like you could like edit some like shorts and I mean I did that for a while. It's cool or whatever. But
I think I just need to like, it's fun to do and it's cool, but I probably wasted a lot of time on it and I need to prioritize my time more. So
just put them in like shorts and like little clips.
Yeah, I think
because I feel like those do good too.
Yeah, for sure. I think having an intro in the podcast, like a lot of times I used to listen to War Mode for the intro and then like stick around for the podcast. So if we can get a good intro in, that'll, captivate that short attention span thing we'll have. And then
I feel like we could do like meme sound effects or whatever, but not really like putting them in the title. You know what I mean? You know how like Camel Finance does?
Oh yeah.
Like not like that, but like we could put a little audio. They're chimping out. That shit's crazy still, but that's
anyway,
just
if we get it, I think I'll stop spending. I just need to get like a really simple.
You just gotta start posting memes and stuff on Instagram.
Yeah.
Start posting memes, bro. I'm just kidding. I feel like I could do the same thing too, but I'm too lazy.
Yeah. No, don't do it. Don't be lazy. We can't. Yeah, I'll figure out what we're gonna use to distribute better, and then get like a real schedule of how I do it, and just so I can go through every week and do it in like 10 minutes after we record, have it out of the way, and then add to it and make it better after we have a good system of making it easy to upload. And that way we'll be really consistent, because that's kind of the main thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the show, I guess.
See, I'm keeping myself anonymous right now.
Understand.
Except I have my name. I've never liked that I have my full name on the bottom there. I might change that
Yeah, we
just to Anthony.
figure out how to cut that out.
And then I'll just record like this the whole time. I don't want to show my face.
I might start doing that too. Maybe
I want to be like super mysterious and cool.
that would be the plus side. Maybe we should do audio only.
Oh, what did predictive history call it? It's a social secret society. So we'll do the podcast, but remain in the dark.
Yeah, it's too late though. Like sometimes I wish I'd done what Camel did and just be a camel, but it's like too late. Like I started this when I was just like doing it for fun in high school, and we should keep it that, I guess. But
It would have been cool to be anonymous. I'm gonna start putting records out.
Yeah, there'd be
under an anonymous name. No one's gonna know it's me. That's my new plan.
That's a good way to go with
I've
that.
been too lazy though. I've just been so accustomed to doing nothing. I gotta kill that lizard in my brain.
Yeah.
Being accustomed to doing nothing is like the most whack shit. At least for me, like I don't know, it just makes me like angry at myself. But
Yeah.
once you get back on that Patriot research,
Yeah.
then you're just angry at rich people and old people.
That's a thing where I'm like, sometimes I start, looking through the Epstein emails or whatever, and it's like, this is a complete waste of time for me, for the most part. Like, do a little bit.
Yeah, like Donald Trump sucking off Bill Clinton.
Yeah,
that's just memes, bro. It's not.
It's fun. I like it. I'll admit it, but
it is. But it's not like people get so caught up on like Epstein's like a real thing. Like that's just like a fairy tale at this point. You never gonna hear the real story.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, maybe one day, but it's like
it's all true and it's all not true, and kind of, all this like news stuff that doesn't directly affect you, where it also goes back to where people would be like, you could be talking about financial stuff, or is, I don't know, for example, like, is the Fed gonna cut interest rates or whatever, and people will be like, oh, you're talking about stuff you have no control over. But like, you do want to pay attention to like some political, economic stuff you have no control over, to figure out how it operates and how that can be actually useful to you.
Yeah.
But beyond,
it just makes life, well, especially with economic stuff, it actually like makes people's lives shittier. And that affects the greater ecosystem. But with the Epstein files, it's just like mindless slop. The equivalent of like mindless slop. That's why I think like economic stuff is more important to pay attention to.
well, it all ties together, is kind of what I'm was saying. And like, you gotta pay attention, like, I mean, get an understanding of it, understand the mind fuckery, the 3D chessboard, in order to not be used by it, and in order to get a somewhat of an understanding of what's going on, and somewhat of a system set up so you can figure out what's the truth and what's not, and then use that to your advantage, and use that to sort through information to figure out what's actually useful for you to, better your life. So,
yeah,
I mean, that's kind of what I want to, I mean, it's fun to go into all the topical kind of stuff that's going on, but if I can do research that's actually going to help me and talk about that on the podcast, that's kind of the main focus for me. Is do a little multitasking, you know.
You should get into some financial stuff.
Yeah, let's
Is that
do
like
it.
what you're talking about?
Yeah. A perfect example is being like, here's some interesting stuff that happened with Epstein and Brock Pierce and I believe Larry Summers, who was the former Treasury Secretary and also a former president of Harvard, where, you know, you could look into that and see, okay, here's Brock Pierce and Larry Summers. Brock Pierce being like a big crypto guy and in a bunch of shady stuff. Look into Brock Pierce. He was a child actor in he's in Mighty Ducks and stuff. No comment on that,
Oh
but
yeah.
interesting.
Child actors are always like level-headed adults.
Interesting stuff. Yeah. Or
Most
they
of the time, all the time.
inducted into something. Yeah. So they met at Epstein's house, talked about Bitcoin, and then you can go, okay, here's like major players in the Bitcoin game, and then you can see, okay, they've been very successful, and then you can see, okay, what is Harvard's investment, Harvard's endowment, or whatever they call it, their fund, what are they investing in? Are they almost up to $500 million in BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF now? And while everybody else is, you know, wary of it, they've like tripled. And I may not be right. You should go read the articles for yourself, but I think they've like tripled up their holdings this year, and they've added in I believe they've added in the third quarter. And it's larger than like their Nvidia holdings and their big tech stock holdings. It's only they hold 50 something billion in assets, but still, like, they're big believers, and they're, you look at, because if you get caught up in all of this topical stuff, and if you're paying attention to it at a surface level, if you're paying attention to it with the way the rest of the discussing public is, at, oh, I heard this and that about Bitcoin, or somebody on YouTube said it's time to sell. You're part of the cycle to the point where you're not able to take a step back and look back into it and see what's going on. And, you're watching such a narrow section of time that it's very easy to get caught up in it. And it's very easy not to be able to look back and see, okay, maybe this is really nothing out of the ordinary, and look back and see what is the retail do in situations like this, and then look and see what does the long-term holders do in situations like this, what does Harvard do in situations like this, and you can go and look all that stuff, and you can see that when retail is selling out, the long-term holders are buying in. And anyway, yeah, I that was kind of one of the most interesting findings I saw this week, was seeing how much Bitcoin Harvard was buying. And then I watched that there's a predictive history little video called Thank You America, and he just gets into the disproportionate amount of Harvard graduates that end up as high earners and in positions of power.
Yeah.
So
And also, like, all the, like, if you're a billionaire alumni from Harvard, you'd make don't like $1 million donations. That's like where most of the endowment comes from.
Okay.
And like, yeah, a lot like I feel like tuition doesn't really cover as much as donations do, especially when they're like huge grants and donations, and it adds to the aura towards like everyone has to go to college, and there's like prestige behind it. And if you want to, be in the social secret society, got to go hit the college, go hit Yale or Stanford or any of them, really.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
talked about frats before.
Yeah.
We've talked about how well, my identity is not fully covered. We'll stay out of frats for a while till we open up our secret podcast.
Yeah.
But who's all in Skull and Bones? It was like the Bush family,
Um,
just a bunch of fucking people. I mean, it doesn't really matter right now.
I don't know.
I never
I
remember the names of anybody.
But yeah, a lot of people, and I mean, there's a lot of people in that one, but it's like that one's also again, this doesn't that might be a good sign for us that, you know, the systems, the powers that be, you know, uh the old orders are falling and they're getting weak, and it's time that
What are
new
you talking about?
uh I'm gonna get to what I'm talking about in a minute. It's time that um new adepts could build themselves and fill those power vacuums and, you know, build things better. Not that I don't know that there are power vacuums, it may just appear that way, because what I'm talking about is how Skull and Bones is like um inclusive now, which is nice. But they're like, no, it's not only going to be about evil white guys running stuff, and we're just going to be like gay Skull and Bones. And it's like, well, that's nice, but that's not what Skull and Bones is about. Skull and Bones is about power, and you guys are letting it slip. And I mean, you can be inclusive and still be about power, but they're not. They're not really about it anymore. You know, the old orders
Uh,
way, and you know,
did you just see something about gay Skull and Bones?
oh, this was like a while ago. Like, look up. Um, I don't know what would I look up?
Gay Skull and Bones, Yale.
Yeah,
Skull and Bone. Jamie, look that up.
we'll put
Skull
a
and Bones gay.
yes
But I guess so. Yeah.
shifts. Uh, yeah, there's a couple articles.
Oh, you actually looked it up.
Yeah,
I
Skull and Bones
mean,
pairs students with alumni, Skull and Bones, and equity and inclusion. But it's like this is like a death cult where you're supposed to, you know, join this order and like figure out how to, you know, warp the fabric of reality to your liking. This is if you can't just like, you know, paint it rainbow colors and do nothing. Like this was, you know, the Vanderbilts, the Rockefellers, the Buckleys, um,
whoa.
and now it's just like now it's just
So you
nothing.
want the so you want
Or
the like
I mean, you can be gay and evil, but I just don't think they're like I don't think they're really about it anymore. Is what I'm saying, and I don't know if that's a sign that things are changing and things are gonna get nicer, or if it's a sign that, you know, those old power structures, they're going, hey, look at Skull and Bones, look at Bohemian Grove, and that shit that they were on like 20 years ago using. Um, those are groups they were using a while back to bring people in and continue ordering the structure of how the world works. And now when we're looking at Bohemian Grove and Skull and Bones, they've moved on to some other thing that you don't know about. That's what I would expect, you know?
Makes sense. So you're looking for the next big thing?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
I wonder what that would be.
Well, I'm guessing there's groups like that we don't know about. That are.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I wonder who.
Yeah, right. But I don't know. Maybe like the Dick Cheneys are dying off, and the president is fruity as hell.
You trust Muhammad Mudami, whatever his fucking name is? No, I'm just kidding. Zoran Mudami or whatever.
Oh,
The New York mayor.
Meeting with George Soros, that guy.
No, everyone's just like being super racist. Or they're saying like at least it wasn't a Jewish guy.
Who was saying that?
Just people.
No. Well,
There's like two sides. It's like either like, oh man, an Indian guy, or at least he's not Jewish. That pretty much describes.
he's Indian.
I think so.
Huh.
I saw a picture of him eating with his hands.
All right. Well, I don't know that. I don't think that he's Indian, but we'll just assume that he's Indian. And I think that's nice.
Jamie, look that up.
We have a gay Jewish president and an Indian as the mayor of New York. So
Donald Trump's Jewish?
Yeah, he's our first Jewish president compared to Judaism in like 2017.
Oh, he's just like a state representative, I guess. I thought he was the mayor.
He's the mayor.
This is outdated then. I don't know.
Yeah, it's outdated.
He's born in Uganda. He was born in Uganda. Oh, he's the mayor-elect of New York City. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's Indian. Not that that matters to me. You know, New York can't get any dirtier. We can cut that part out.
No, we're just joking around. We're just having a good time. We're just asking questions.
That was honestly, everything I say on here is a riff. I don't write any jokes down before this, so.
Yeah.
I'm just that good.
Like freestyling, fuck it. We'll do it live. You know what I mean?
I'm a scat man.
Yeah.
You ever seen that guy?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. I just said yeah.
Oh, he's the guy who goes like, "Boo-da, boo-da, boo-da, boo-da." He's a scat man. Look it up. Look it up, the scat man.
All right, I'll look it up.
Jamie, look that up. Fuck, dude, we need to get an intern or something.
I know.
We need some like skinny white guy we can bully. That's what every good TV show has.
AAT man.
What is it? Yeah.
CAT, Scatman John, American musician.
Yeah.
1990.
I don't know who else it could be. Yeah.
Was born in El Monte, California.
Yeah, you just gotta listen to it later.
Scatman's
He's got some crazy songs.
Scatman John.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check him out. Yeah.
I'll put that in the intro.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Now we get copyrighted. We can't make any cool intros anymore.
No, I'm gonna start making some
copyrighted. So now we just are fucking super serious on here.
I'm gonna start making some cool, serious techno beats for the intros.
Oh hell yeah!
I think that'll get them. Yeah.
I didn't forget about that. Sometimes I'm just disappointed that we couldn't use, classic music like
more Steely Dan.
Yeah, like more Steely Dan or like some.
I lost my Apple Music subscription, so now I don't listen to Steely Dan anymore. I think that's a big part of what's dragging me down.
Oh damn.
Steely Dan is like I think Steely Dan, what we do is when those guys die, And Atlantis 2 is like we reincarnate them and bring them on board.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Hopefully one day. I mean, if Dark Technique takes over, I think anything you can dream of can happen.
What?
You know what I mean? I think we'll just technologically advance to the point where it's like some weird sci-fi level shit.
I don't
Nah,
know.
it'll never. I don't think it'll ever get that interesting.
The,
Everything will be practical and like dumbed down to like the most cost-effective thing. We'll never have anything like amazing.
I really don't know. But
Doesn't that make more sense though? Like the
I
latter option.
that it'll be boring and dreary.
Well, yeah. I mean, realistically, like things won't become like I don't
Sci-
know super sci-fi world or anything like that. It'll just become like super streamlined to the point where I don't know. It's not gonna
Are
be
you
like iRobot where you have cars flying around and stuff.
you're telling me that it's not going to be like the movies that the
Yeah,
evil
exactly.
made and funded?
Yeah, dude. It's not gonna be whatever. It's not. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just wanted to break everyone's optimism. If you, all those sci-fi nerds listen in, shit's not gonna be super cool and hovercrafts and lightsabers.
Yeah,
It's going to be cannibalization.
yeah. We're just trying to be realistic about like, you know, the way that the
The
current
elites, the
yeah
current, what do they
are
call it? Meritocracy.
yeah
The current matriarchs.
the current whatever are the people coming up with all excited about the um what the Dark Enlightenment. What the hell was it even called?
Dark alignment.
Dark Enlightenment, right? Curtis Yarvin's Dark Enlightenment.
Oh, yeah.
And the Enlightenment era. When was the Enlightenment era?
Like
Enlightenment.
the 1400s,
Yeah, so it's
the
gonna be like
1600s.
back when they tried starting to make everything cool, but it's gonna be like that, but it's gonna be for like goth tech people. Uh
Yeah, there's mainly like political revolutions. The the tech oligarchs.
I mean, I don't know if they're revolutions, they're just like in power and they're just like trying to roll this shit out.
Well, that's kind of what happened during the Age of Enlightenment was a lot of political revolutions. You know, like America, like the formation. Like I just looked it up, but like the 1600s to the 1800s.
Okay. Yeah, also known as the Age of Reason, promoted ideas like liberty, progress, and natural rights, and its ideas were founded by modern democracy. Influencing revolutions like the American and French revolutions, key figures included Locke, Voltaire, Rousseau, and Montesquieu. I'm probably not saying that right, but yeah.
Montesquieu,
Now they want to have.
Montesquieu.
I don't know, no disrespect, but yeah. Now they want to have this new one, but they're gonna be like, we're all fucking, uh, we're all, What do they? You know what they mean? Let's find a picture of Curtis Yarvin.
Set
He's
him as
all.
your background.
I should. I don't know how to do that. I don't know about technology. That's why I can't be in the Dark Enlightenment. I have to try to start Atlantis too and try to, preserve humans as they were actually meant to live. I think. Yeah,
Okay.
look at that guy. Look at Curtis Yarvin, guys. American blogger and software developer. I don't know. I haven't really read his stuff. I'll start checking it out. But basically, I just go off vibes, and he's like, I'm like a darkness, and I just know about reason, and reality and how we actually have to control everybody and
I hate nerds like that.
a computer.
Those type of nerds are the worst.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just like an archetype of nerd. It's like everything is this super dark. Terrible things are going to happen. This is my dungeon campaign.
And I have to make them happen.
Yeah, I have the power to twist time in the world. I hate people who are like, super melodramatic.
I'm not gonna say that we predicted that Trump was gay, but like I think we did say that it seems like the new
Him and Tupac were in a relationship, right?
are gay. Trump and Tupac?
Right.
Probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt
No,
it.
it's Tupac and Diddy.
Yeah,
There's
Tupac
a
and
lot of people coming out of the closet these days.
But they're all around it. They're all around the same circles. And that's not confirmed, and I don't mean to disrespect the dead, but hey. There's a
His
little
name tattooed on him.
Yeah, there was a name tattooed. There was a video.
Pretty gay. Pretty gay. And they're both alive too, so.
Yeah. And then yeah, we predicted all this stuff.
Yeah.
And,
I'm gonna try to find the clip now of one of us saying Donald Trump is gay. The homosexual.
I think that there probably is one, or we could make one. I don't think there is one, but we could make
I'll say it right now. I predict, Donald Trump is gay.
Yeah. No,
then we'll get the confirmation because we'll get all the pictures.
I think he just understands business, and he understands, he understands success. He understands networking.
Yeah.
And he understands that, money doesn't come from working. It comes from being super smart, and it comes from having great ideas, and it comes from creative thinking about ways you can, get a group of friends and associates together that are powerful people and find creative ways to set up gay orgies with them. And that's how you really make money and get somewhere in the world.
Oh yeah. Big time.
But I think it's time. I think they've had their time, and I think it's time to do things the right way a little bit.
Yeah, dude. Even in the olden days when everyone was starving and dying, at least it wasn't fucked up and gay.
Yeah.
At least things were bad, but it wasn't gay. Anyways.
Yeah, what happened to a good old fashioned warmonger? What happened to George Bush, who would just be like, I probably don't even have sex at all. I
think Barack Obama was the first gay president.
Go in. I'm just here for the slaughter.
No, I guess Bill Clinton would be.
Yeah, I guess so.
What about Bush? I don't know.
No,
John F. Kennedy. No, John F. Kennedy was the last straight president.
Bush was the last of the. Now I don't know. He might have been up to some strange things too. They probably all were, all sucking each other off behind the scenes.
That's what everyone does when they're on coke. All these guys on coke are gay, dude.
It is kind of a bonobo drug, I think. Let's talk about ourselves.
That's what they ritually do. Is they smoke meth and act like a bunch of hooligans.
That's why I believe Larry Sinclair a little bit. You know what I mean?
I forget who that is.
Larry Sinclair is the guy who said that he had an affair with Obama and they smoked crack.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that.
But also it's like, I was just thinking recently, like, I wonder what all the people who are like just totally like, I'm gonna ignore everything and just pretend that the political system is fine and I'm gonna join the military and whatever, and just like support the president no matter what. Like, I wonder what they're thinking right now after like they find out he's
Those guys are depressed.
sucking off their least favorite people. And
They're like, I went to war for this guy's money.
it could have been a different Donald Trump, but it could have been a different.
Like parallel universe.
No, I'm just saying it could have been a different Donald. In the email about Bubba, it could have been a different Donald. There could have been a different Donald that they're talking about Putin having photos of. But probably
Donald Duck.
It could have
Donald Duck's dude, Donald Duck scandal in 2025. That guy's not going to get any showtime.
When we first found the list for you guys, and
I saw Donald Duck on the list.
What?
Donald Duck was on the Epstein list.
He was, but then he wasn't. And then I had the solution for a little bit. I had the answers of it before I went dark. And then it turns out, to put it simply, he has a time machine. All presidents have a time machine. That's why this stuff, their daughters, doesn't really matter. But all of them have a time machine. And so basically don't worry about it. They're going to go back and fix all this stuff. But we're just talking about it right now for fun. But
yeah, because there's that book, Donald Trump, about Donald Trump's son that came out in the 1800s.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, dude, all presidents can travel to parallel universes that have a president that has similar goals and is willing to take the place. Sometimes they get a little rowdy.
Yeah.
So it was not our timeline, Donald Trump. And if it was, he was executed and they replaced him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
don't worry about
that's
it,
my theory,
guys. But I
mean, that's pretty much that's what's going to get us views. Is theories like that. We have to stand behind those like they're truth. We'll just dedicate like 2 minutes to like lying to the public. That's how we farm hate comments.
I think it is. You have to.
That's the new master plan. I'm like RZA. We
saying,
farm hate comments.
Yeah.
And then we all make separate albums.
Yeah, I don't worry about saying dumb stuff anymore because it just gets us good hate comments to help the channel.
Oh yeah. And like even if we do say something smart, like someone's gonna say we're wrong. No, honestly, that's just like more people we could invite in on the podcast.
Exactly.
Talk to the haters.
Yeah.
Talking to the haters podcast. It's like Charlie Kirk, but we're not like arguing.
Right. Yeah, that'd be nice.
It'd be a good social experiment too.
It would, but none of those people will come on.
It'll get there. We just gotta start saying like jokes about the Taliban more.
Yeah, we'll get somebody that'll come on. But once I reached out to those people and I was like, thanks for commenting. Would you like to come on and explain, why you think that we have no understanding of this? And no, I got no response. But yeah. Yeah,
It's because we flamed them in the comments.
Playing what?
We flamed them in the comments.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're deterred.
Yeah, we're some of the you wanna talk to me about cyberbullying? You wanna try to cyberbully me? Been in this game a long time.
Cyberbullying's not real, but yeah, it could be. If you want to step to us. No, I feel like we might get cyberbullied one day. It's okay though. I'll just delete all my accounts and live off my my secret trust fund.
No. I would love it if we got more of that. But what the hell was I talking about?
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting with bullshit.
Oh no, you're not. I would just, I was getting off topic a little bit. I think we were going to talk about Bitcoin or something, and then I was like, don't get caught up in just focusing on Donald Trump.
Like Wall Street bets level.
and then I just started on Donald Trump, Bill Clinton. But it's fun stuff. It really is.
Yeah.
Isn't
Sorry if I brought it off topic, but
no.
you're saying like don't like not to pay attention to Epstein stuff and like pay attention to like economic.
Oh, I'm saying pay attention to it to get a basic understanding of it, but don't like spend too much time on it. And then
Oh
once
yeah.
understanding of it, pay attention to what's useful.
Yeah. Like the Harvard Bitcoin
Yeah,
equities.
game it out of like, okay, how is this actually going to play out possibly, and how is this going to affect the world?
So where's
How's
Bitcoin at right now?
how is this going to affect the mindset of what people think of our country and how it's run? I think 87,000 something. I'll pull it out. And I could be wrong, but I'll go into what I think.
87. Do you think we're gonna hit the low this year, or like the 4 year? Have we hit the four? This is like the 4 year cycle low.
4 year cycle low will be next year.
Next year.
And all of the 4 year lows, as far as I can see, are most of the major 4 year lows in most of the major markets. We're talking metals, we're talking stock market, and we're talking Bitcoin are somewhat aligned for likely later next year, which is very interesting and probably indicates something very big coming along soon. And I say soon, not as in like this week, but in the coming months.
Yeah.
Late this year, early next year, probably.
Do you think it's gonna bounce? It looks like it's kind of bounced already, but I think it's further down from here for a while.
I do. I think people get caught up in like if you are a slave to the tape, as some would put it, if you are watching the daily price, you're going, it's crashing, it's crashing, it's crashing. Where I'm just talking about Bitcoin right here.
Yeah.
It's a great example of what is going on right now. And you're going, it's crashing, all this. Zoom out like a couple years, and you can go, okay, the larger trend. If you're going, it's crashing, I don't know what to do. You should have had a plan of what you were going to do a long time ago. And it's okay if you don't, but figure out a system to manage what you're going to do.
Figure out how to manage your Bitcoin like long term.
Yeah.
And if right now is a good time for you to sell because it's crashing, then go ahead and like get out early. I feel like I got out early just by chance, and that was that's what I had to do, and it just kind of worked out for me. But if you have the chance to like hold, or maybe like but don't get all super crazy about it.
Yeah.
Just
Regardless,
what's the
you just have to build up over time, not reacting emotionally.
yeah.
But again, if you're getting notifications from Robinhood, Bitcoin's dropping, Bitcoin's dropping, Bitcoin's dropping, what am I going to do? All these people on YouTube are posting that the fucking whatever, the moving average, this or that is moving and all this. And this guy is saying that it's over because of Trump and Andrew Tate
Yeah, dude.
go lower and everybody's this and that and blah, blah, blah. It's like,
The legendary Warren Buffett quote is "Fuck panic and sell fucking everything."
yeah.
Just keep that in mind. Don't, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep like the Warren Buffett kind of mindset too, because we talked about this in the members meeting.
Not
I
always.
guess I'll let out some secret data, but stuff about IRAs. An IRA is kind of a good idea if you have a long-term plan.
Yeah. I don't.
And I mean, if you were so inclined to get into an IRA, but my focus is on like the long-term plan kind of side of it.
Right. The idea, some of the mindset that goes along with why you would get an account like that.
But I'm not saying get an IRA or anything, but
Right.
yeah, invest like it is. Like that's it. I was thinking about I have to follow the rules with like every kind of strategy that you use in trading. That's the key to success. I feel like is sticking to your strategy and like kind of following the rules to it.
Right.
And like for a long term mindset, that's kind of hard to do, especially if you're like you got to try not to get emotional. But yeah, the rules do apply. I guess I don't know what I was trying to get at. Sorry, I feel like I kind of interrupted you.
Oh no, you're good. I will get back to just to get back because I was getting maybe a little off into the general principles and not into what's going on right now. But what's going on right now as far as just Bitcoin stuff. If you zoom out past the day to day in this moment and this day, this whatever you're experiencing, looking at the chart today and whatever you're feeling today, and just like get an average of what's going on, and compare it to what's your plan the rest of the time. How do you feel the rest of the time when price isn't doing this? What was your plan before? Because you can always look back and go, oh, I should have sold here, I should have done this, I should have done that. But you never know. If you didn't know, you would have done it. So all you can really do is figure out a good system, and if your system doesn't work, adapt it. Because if you're not doing anything based on a system, you're just kind of out there with no plan.
That's when you start making like quick decisions,
Yeah, then you're
and those fall apart.
caught up in the moment. You're caught up in the notifications and the this and the that, and you're very subject to whatever the larger forces want to get out of you. But
You can't really get prepared for something you didn't plan for.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, especially I think about short-term trading a lot because yeah, sticking to the strategy is just as important as when you do it in a long-term account.
yeah,
Especially if you only got like 5 minutes to react and not 5 months.
yeah. Um, what I would look at on Bitcoin is zoom out, like look at the chart over a couple years and draw yourself some long-term trend lines. Look at um time wise where the lows come in and how there's a cycle to those lows, and then look and see if the larger trend is still intact. And right now the larger trend is still intact. And the same thing with like the crypto stocks. Like I've held all of those through this drawdown. And you might go, oh, this is like a 50% drawdown. This is crazy. This is this unbelievable thing that's happening right now. What am I going to do? Zoom out. Look back to, like, a great example would be look back to like prior year's rally on really any of the Bitcoin mining stock, but like look back to a prior year's rally on like HUT or something like that, and you could see that like there is, eventually one of the rallies is going to be the top, but you can see that there is often like a couple big rallies and a couple huge drawdowns, and then it cruises out of there. And when you get those first rallies, people going, oh, I wish I had a chance to buy in. And then when you get a chance to buy in, people are going, oh, it's over and I'm scared now. So it's just, I guess basically all I have to say is just like zoom out, go look at the past, and you can go, it feels crazy right now. It seems like all this, what are we going to do? And then it's like, when you zoom out, you go, okay, this is nothing out of the ordinary. This happens again and again and again. So how is that going to help me deal with what's happening right now? And how is understanding that going to help me deal with what is going to happen in the future? But anyway, for Bitcoin, I would expect that we set a low in here pretty soon and at least get big bounce out of here to let us up closer to the top. And there's a very good chance we get a huge rally to end this thing off, and suck everybody in one last time before it crashes with everything else into next year. But that's, and I'm not saying like go all in here by any means. And this is, I've just been getting in this stuff the past couple of years. So it's not financial advice, but the main thing is like not getting caught up in like not getting caught up in the moment for like, oh, I'm going to freak out and sell here, or I'm going to go all in here, but just being like, how do I identify the larger trends and the larger cycles, and how am I going to use that to build a good strategy to do this long term, and to keep those, just in general in life, to keep the long term big opportunities that are very likely in mind, so that by the time you get there, you've been confident and patient enough and researched enough and have enough of a strategy that you're ready for them, and you haven't just sat as a slave to the day-to-day little stimuluses that you get, and you haven't wasted all of your potential, whether that be financial or time, or whatever capital you have, if that's mental capital, or that's the time that you have here, or the money that you have here, or any of that you haven't wasted that on gambling on little opportunities that weren't really there, and that you have the confidence, and you've put in the work to understand where the big opportunities are, and be patient and really wait for them. That's it. That's that. But yeah, that's
Pretty smart. That sums it up.
I would say I am looking to sell my gold and silver positions. Probably
Pretty soon this year.
Yeah, probably all of it in the next few weeks, if not tomorrow, because we may make another high from here. I don't get the feeling that it's likely, not that I go off feeling, but if we do make another high, we caught the meat of the move these last couple years. And I was in and out a lot and just figuring out what I'm doing, but still caught most of the move. And so what to keep in mind in that long-term mindset is like not worrying about selling the ultimate top or whatever, and being like, we caught most of the move, now let's look at the next major buying opportunity. And not get caught up. And if we could get an extra few percent here or there, but I'm looking to get out of gold and silver positions and just really focus on when to buy back in and how to do that right. There's nothing wrong with if you're really holding long term, and if you don't want to take too much time out of the rest of your life figuring out how to catch these little moves, and especially if you hold physical metals, and just being like, I'm holding metals for the next decade, and I'll just add when I get opportunities to add. Like, I probably won't sell my physical silver, mainly because it's at my parents' house and I can't get it. But yeah, I don't really mind not selling physical silver and just holding on to that as backup and adding to it when there's a good time. But yeah,
Fair enough.
that's where I'm at. That's what I've been thinking about recently. And
That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
Man, I'll have to listen back to it. I like listening back to the podcast as soon as we record them. But I'll have to listen back to this part and Yeah, so I was looking at Robin Hood and just being like, damn, I don't. I've been outside the news so much and like outside the whole thing. I feel like we're just yin and yang right now, or as Liver King would say, yin yang. I've completely gone dark on everything.
Now that's good to do once in a while. If
Yeah, I guess so. I
I,
went too far with it and just started
no,
screwing around.
uh, well, it's good to have like a little, you know, switch it up every once in a while. Like if I had just like when I first started out and I lost all that money, like if I just kept going and like kept trying to force myself into a better position, it wouldn't have worked out. Like you had to take a break
Yeah.
and maybe fail again, take a break and go back in, and it's just kind of a constant. Um, and then once you get there, it's just a
Yeah, I guess it is taking like the cycle low.
break, but it doesn't. Just don't. You don't have to be constantly in the whatever
I
you're doing.
think it was good to step away from it just so I could like come back with a different, like you said, like be patient and wait for some bigger opportunities.
Yeah,
Because I definitely got way too involved and ended up, crapping out.
yeah. And then like the other thing I always think about is like I don't want to be like a trader. I don't want that to be my main thing in life. I don't want that to be my identity or what I'm like. What I look back on my life and go
Yeah.
that was me. That was what I accomplished in my life was looking at screens, trying to make money. Um, I just want it to be a thing that like I can use principles from in the rest of my life, and that I can use to better the rest of my life. That I can use my money to buy more time to do the things that I want to do, to build the things that I want to build.
Yeah. I have been saving up money. I've been saving up money in jars recently, staying liquid. I think that's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me show you. There's one jar that I've been, well, it's not really a jar, but it's how I keep the money out of my hand. It's like a piggy bank or whatever. I'm gonna fill this thing up. Damn.
Oh yeah. Then
So
you
that's
can
how you gotta do it.
you can smash it open on and later next year and put it into gold.
Something like that, yeah.
Then you
If I
can
see a big
you know
opportunity, I'm gonna fucking, I got the hammer picked out already.
10 years. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just staying liquid I think it's the best thing for me to do right now. Especially, I don't know if I'm too motivated to trade. Like you said, I don't know if I want, like, I thought about that not too long ago, if I want being a trader to be my identity. Because we kind of talked about that. Like, to be a trader, just have to be full into it. I said, like, make your personality, but, like, I guess not really make your personality. You don't have to do that, but you have to make it your job.
Yeah.
And that's
But
the hard part.
I also think it's like Miyamoto Musashi says, you study a variety of arts and paths
Oh,
and
yeah.
just adds into each other, you know? And like I'm not like Camel Finance, like it's like somebody like that who is really going for a deep understanding and really committed to helping people through that and bettering himself through that. Like I really respect that. I'm not knocking that at all. But also he does other stuff. He goes fishing, walks his dog. He has a kid, you know.
Hmm.
Like
But that's
yeah,
just, yeah, that's normal thing.
yeah.
I have to defend myself as someone who plays Magic because at surface level, it just seems like, yeah, Pokemon bullshit. But I think it's a very strategic game. It's just kind of like three-dimensional chess.
Hell yeah. I've never
But
played it.
not to
I,
harp on that too much. It is it is very strange, and you can get really soaked into it, like the especially by like spending a bunch of money on it and just like wasting money into the cycle, just feeding it back up to the rich people.
yeah.
But I don't know. know what my point is. I'll have to delete that part out so
No,
people don't know.
no, keep it in. Keep it in.
But
If
also, it's like I don't know.
you
I feel
use,
like
if you,
I gotta get used to being just a normal ass dude. You know,
yeah,
I can't be too serious all the time. Just a guy.
I might just be
This
too.
is America, dude. If I got the power to do something, I'm just gonna let it be. Is that the bad way? You can't be too gone like that. But
Yeah,
I'm an American. I can do what I want.
yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah, maybe I need to chill out a little too. Maybe I've been yanging a little too hard. But this is just how I am now. I'm just kind of like in this more than I ever been. So I'm just kind of
Yeah.
wired.
I
I'm
feel like if I like lived on a boat, I'd be a little bit more, you know what I mean? I just haven't taken the step. I've taken the steps in like a weird direction. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of, I don't
yeah.
know. I'm a city boy, but
Like yeah, maybe it is a boat, maybe it's kind of an allegory for life. You realize that the rest of your life is kind of like this too. Like you can sit and wait around, but if you sit and wait around, things are going to deteriorate, and you're not, if you don't fix
yeah,
the thing up right now, and
I don't know if I have the right way of thinking about
you're
it.
not going to be very maneuverable in the future.
Yeah. And that's why I don't know. That's why I've been trying to save money. I got more money saved elsewhere, but I don't want to show that up. No, maybe I don't want to say that I have more money saved elsewhere in my house, but
Got it underneath the rug.
I got it somewhere. And I also have a gun. So if anybody doxes me or anything, and if anybody does dox me, it's registered. I didn't scratch the serial numbers off or anything.
Yeah.
But what were we talking about?
My bad.
Uh, yeah, I've been trying to save money lately, especially they say like have your money work for you. Listen, money, I'll do the work in. That's a Seinfeld joke you just laughed at.
No, I just laughed, like a laugh track. When I laugh, like people on the podcast go, oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
Was that funny? Go back and think about that.
That was a Seinfeld joke.
Where, um,
Also, yeah,
but
I watch stuff like Seinfeld.
I'm gonna be
I've
honest.
I've watched Seinfeld pretty consistently.
Yeah, I used to watch it a lot as a kid. We had the DVD set somebody gave to us. It
Oh,
was good. It's a
yeah.
good show. It's a good show.
Yeah, it is. It's a show about nothing though.
It's a show about nothing. So you focus
Like,
on nothing. Well, Jerry does whatever the hell he wants and tries to
yeah, dude, I wish I was Jerry, dude.
help his people to the to what was promised to them.
Him
What?
and George just
Uh,
being obnoxious everywhere. If you ever rewatch that show, they talk so loud everywhere.
huh?
They'll be like in a really like a full diner yelling. But yep, Seinfeld guys.
Oh, they're God chosen people. They can do whatever they want, Anthony. No, I'm joking around. That's one thing.
I think yeah. Well, Michael Richards can't do anything anymore. We talk about him all the time. I love Michael Richards, dude.
Yeah,
I didn't
we.
think he was racist
I,
till the apology. That was
I
an
think
Ari Spears joke.
I think he should be forgiven. I think it's been long enough. I'm ready to forgive him.
I love the apology where Jerry's like, "Don't laugh, guys. This is serious."
It's not funny. Like, it's kind of funny.
Kramer can't do anything. Imagine if he fell when he said that.
Yeah.
It would have just been like Seinfeld. Looks like a clip from Seinfeld. But yeah, Jerry's an Israeli Zionist piece of crap,
Yeah.
and he dated a 17-year-old when he was like 39, 49 or something like that.
Well, hey, okay, yeah, that's true. You're right.
That's just how the neoliberals view Jerry Seinfeld.
Mhm. Yeah, he does kind of seem like a piece of shit.
I think he's pretty funny.
Yeah, Yeah, he made it. He
I
made
mean, in the show, I wouldn't like. He has a bunch of other shows I would never watch. Getting Coffee with Comedians. Those guys are all pedophiles.
it.
It's like Louis C.K. Imagine.
No, I trust Lucy K. I like.
Mm.
I think he's a good guy.
Oh yeah, he just did that thing one time. He's not a pedophile though.
Yeah, that was like big deal. Like I'm gonna be honest, that was like
Who
big.
cares? Yeah, we legalized comedy.
Is that? I'm
Did
gonna be
that?
someone like
He got reinstated around
that's
that same time that they legalized comedy.
get out of here. But I'm not gonna be like, you know, I don't think that was like the biggest deal of all time. That was pretty weird. And I think people should be like, yo, dude, you're weird. You get that under control. But like,
Oh yeah.
the details of the situation, I don't think he's a bad guy.
No, he's I don't know. Pretty funny guy.
Yeah.
No, I only listen to black comedians. That's just the way I am. I watch Eddie Murphy Raw on repeat
I've
and
never,
Richard Pryor, and I listen to old Bill Cosby tapes, not tapes but records.
yeah, that guy did seem like that guy.
What's the deal? I can't do it. I can't do it.
That was
Bill
probably,
Cosby.
that was probably not worth my time, or that was probably not really like a good risk for me to defend Louis C.K. Like that really didn't do anything for me.
That's
And
okay.
and now
I brought
people
up. Yeah,
I support Louis.
who cares?
I
Legalize comedy.
yeah,
Legalize jacking off. Why is jacking off illegal? Who said I couldn't do it?
I mean, I think it's kind of
Just
yeah. I mean, at this stage in the world, you shouldn't really have time for that sort of activities. You should
no. I'm just joking.
stay focused, but if you gotta do it, you gotta do it. That's our, I'm
No, I
not.
was just talking about what Louis C.K. did.
Oh yeah, just in
But
general.
if he's gotta do it, I guess he's gotta. I don't do that. That's nasty.
Yeah.
That's why you
Uh,
gotta stop. I think the Japanese have it right. You can't shake hands with people.
true.
Why would you shake hands with somebody?
Yeah,
You
bowing.
just gotta do the bow. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I like the Autistic Utopia.
that really was. Yeah, they were kind of on to the autistic utopia, and then we're kind of always screwing it up with our money schemes and our bomb. They could have done it right though. Their
They
autistic
could have.
would have been cool. I really think Japanese autistic utopia would have been awesome. They
But
could.
the Chinese people are gonna win.
It wouldn't
We
have been
just
like
have to accept it.
their what?
The Chinese people have to the the Chinese people have to win.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Japan.
I know, but the Chinese people have to win, so it's bad for the Japanese.
Oh, true, true.
The Chinese people have to come to America.
Huh.
That's winning. You know what I mean? For Chinese people who come to America.
Oh, true. Yeah, that is the Chinese dream. You make a bunch of money and then you send your kids and your money to America.
And you replace white people. That's the dream. Because who doesn't want to replace white people? They're the most ungrateful people. But
Yeah,
anyways, I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Maybe it's time to wrap this thing up.
yeah. I could go in there for a minute, but we'll save that for another one because I
Also,
feel like this has been just a absolute,
banger of an episode.
and it's probably been running on for some time now. What time is it?
Has it? It's only been like an hour.
Oh, it's only been an hour, but it's been
We're not
solid.
cutting any of this out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got to do the hating ass white boy. We got to talk shit real quick. Fuck every other podcast. Fuck Bobby Lee. Fuck Dave Portnoy. Fuck Barstool Sports. How many gay people have to die to make these jokes not funny anymore? Sorry. But yeah, stay motivated. follow your dreams, make America a better place to live, and then when it's not, and then when it's uninhabitable,
You can come to
make something better.
yeah,
I think
exactly.
that's the motto. Then when you there's
All the
nothing
same
you can do, just do what you can.
for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Atlantis 2.
God bless y'all.
God
Keep it
bless.